Greetings everyone, welcome back to Cinema Prescriptions, where we dive deep into a film and prescribe you all that you need to enjoy that film. I'm your host, Mr. Dr. Rice, and today we will be taking a look at The Marvels. The director of this film is Nia DaCosta. She's directed films such as Little Woods and 2001's Candyman. I've only seen Candyman of the two films. I really liked Candyman. I liked how you didn't see his face too much. The kills were pretty cool. I like how she took her time and built up suspense and stuff like that. Also, I like the hovering effect that she used for him. It just felt like that film just felt so natural with its violence. Alright, so the synopsis for this film is, while investigating a wormhole linked to the Kree, Monica Rambeau's power becomes entangled with those of Kamala Khan and Carol Danvers. The trio team up to determine why they are swapping places with each other each time they use their powers. Okay, so with that synopsis, the tough thing with the MCU films is that they most of the times require you to see the other films to get context before you can watch this film. I haven't seen the Ms. Marvel show. I've seen WandaVision, but I really don't keep up with the MCU like that when it comes to shows. The comparison film that I chose for this one was Charlie's Angels. It felt like a movie where it's about three people coming together and they're from different backgrounds, but they're trying to learn each other's specialties so they can grow as a team. So that's what it really reminded me of. Plus, just like another MCU film, they all have the same kind of tone. They all follow a certain format. So you can compare it to those films also. The budget for this film is $274.8 million. This is a MCU film, so it makes sense why it costs so much money. Disney likes to throw money at this franchise because it is the highest grossing franchise ever. But the only thing I don't like about films costing this much is that the scale has to be so huge when you're spending this much money. And sometimes you lose touch with the story. And it just becomes just a CGI mess. So what makes this film easy to love? I would say Kamala Khan was very fun watching this film. I'm not saying that she had an Academy Award winning performance, but I felt like she definitely stood out the most to me between Captain Marvel and Monica Rambeau. I like the playful energy that she brought out. And I think what also helped her out was that her family was there, and it kind of makes you feel more in touch with her. I also like the very first action scene and how they utilize the powers being entangled in that the characters switch between each other whenever they use their powers at the same time. I felt like the director definitely utilized that plot device and made a very interesting and compelling action scene. And I also like the scene where they're building chemistry. I like the way that they train to become synchronized once they figured out that they switch every time they use their powers. What can make the film hard to love? I would say that the film being so linear could turn a lot of people off from the film. And the film just feels like it's missing parts to it. So if you watch the trailer, you would think the film's going to be about the superheroes trying to figure out why they're switching every time they use their powers. But it's not that's not the case. You kind of find that out within the first 20 to 30 minutes of the film. I feel like they should have expanded upon that and made it a little longer, because I feel like that would have been a better story than what we really got, which was a story about an alien race named the Kree, who are out for revenge against Captain Marvel, who inadvertently damaged their planet and made it uninhabitable. Their leader, Darwin, is out, to get revenge against Captain Marvel. So she's out to find these MacGuffins named the Quantum Bands, and she's going to use those to get her revenge. And that's the story that they follow for the rest of the film, with no twist or turns. And it just kind of drops the uniqueness of what was going on at the beginning of the film. And you just get a generic villain trying to get revenge on the hero, not told in an interesting way. It actually feels like it skips the middle. And the film gets very exposition heavy to tell why the characters are switching places when they use their powers. and they just use talking heads to tell their point rather than finding a creative way to portray this. They're telling you rather than showing you. The film also misses a lot of emotional beats that they could have hit. Like, there's so many different things they could explore, like Kamala Khan meeting her hero, Captain Marvel, which it seemed like they were going in the direction that you don't want to meet your heroes because they can be different people. But they really didn't explore it thoroughly. I feel like it was a missed opportunity for the film to develop its characters. The writers didn't seem to know how to use its characters. It knew it was an MCU movie, so it knew it had to have like Samuel Jackson and Kamala Khan's family. And this could work if it was written well, but I mean, you just want to include stuff just to have it in the movie. And it felt like the film did that a lot. Like there was another scene that I felt like didn't need to be included. And they really didn't serve any purpose in the film, in my opinion. And the movie also has like pointless things, like why was there a space elevator in the movie? Like what purpose did it really serve? So all in all, what makes the film easy to love is the character of Kamala Khan. I thought she was very fun to watch, and also the hero swapping that was going on in the film was interesting to see, especially in the first action scene. What could make the film hard to love? I would say the story is very linear, and it felt like it was missing pieces, such as a climax, and the story felt like it was just a lot of talking heads, and the story needs a lot more work. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.